So we are on our very last step of our reason paragraph. So you should be on your third paragraph, reason 3. And this is going to be step 8. So then we're going to start stepping into our introduction and conclusion, which are going to be our last 2 paragraphs. Again, the standards that you're trying to hit are the 4.1b and the 4.1c, which is reasons supported by facts and details. Those are your examples. And then you're linking those opinions and reasons using transition words. Okay, so that's 4.1c. You're going to hit those. You will. And you got to make sure that when you're writing on your own, you still hit those standards. Alright, so we just went over and discussed all kinds of examples that you have for where to buy ice cream. And we talked about those just in detail. And now again, you need to pick your transition phrases. Please pick different transition phrases so you're not using and recycling and boring your reader over and over and over. Again, if you don't like the transition phrases I gave you, I recommend that you go and you find some on the internet that you do like. There's no harm in that. I gave you the tools. You just need to use them. So go use them. You're strong, you're capable, and you're smart. Do it. I'm just giving you some examples, so maybe you don't have to work quite so hard, but to the victor goes the spoils. So those of you who go out there and find unique transition phrases, special transition phrases that I don't have on there, kudos to you. Good job. I applaud how hard you work. So now the transition phrases I'm going to put in. Let's go here to continue with, and then again you have to read it. You can buy ice cream in many places where you live. To continue with, you can. It sounds okay. I could change it. I'm going to leave it, but you could change it. Another example, I'm not sure if I used that one, is, so again, read it over, make sure you like it. If you don't, change it. I have to scroll down here. Another example is, when you're driving around. And final, I'm going to use for the final, and it's not in here, but I'm using it for the final example. There is most restaurants. So again, read what you wrote to make sure that you like how it transitions, because it could be clunky, really clunky. But again, you can change that, or you can change it when you get a rough draft. You just know that you need to have a different transition phrase. And when the teacher's reading over your paper, like me or Mr. Adam or Mr. Alston, we can tell you, hey, this needs to change. It's not acceptable. It's not good enough, but you can do better. So you can buy ice cream in many places where you live. To continue with, you can go to the grocery store, Safeway, to buy ice cream in Rapid City in the frozen dairy section. Another example is when you are driving around, riding your bike, you can stop off at your favorite ice cream shop like Armadillo's or Dairy Queen to buy a frozen treat. For the final example, there is most restaurants have ice cream as a dessert for you after you eat your dinner. So that transition's okay. I could probably make it transition better, but I'm just trying to give you an example of what you could possibly do. I'm not making it sound perfect because this is not where I'm trying to make this sound just perfect. Where you do that is a totally different step. This is just outlining, flowing it together, getting the main ideas down. This is just you putting down thoughts. Again, as you are working through this, you can come over here and peek at your rough draft, and you will notice that, hey, I have a paragraph here. I actually have an actual essay starting here. Again, please don't change anything on here because there isn't anything to change. This is just giving you a rough peek as to, hey, this is what's going on. Now, these have no paragraphs in it. You are going to have to create your paragraphs at a later time. This is just the rough draft, okay? You just read it here as it says. There's your rough draft. Read it, don't touch. That's just what it is. All right, so we are going to be moving on, and we are going to be going into our introductions next. So you only have 2 more paragraphs to write, and then you can start to edit and revise. How exciting is that? I am excited for you because you have already done at least 4 paragraphs. You have your thesis paragraph. You have your 3 reasons all fleshed out. Now you've got to hook me and close it out. Change my mind. Change the world. Let's go.